Hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to another Teacher Donald's Grammar Review video. In this video, we'll be looking at the past progressive tense using was and were and then ing on the verb. Let's get started. So the big question is, how do we talk about activities or things we do happening at a specific time in the past, like yesterday or last week or last night? Well, the rule is, in a yes sentence, we'll use was or were and then verb ing. So in the past progressive tense, a sentence would look like this. He was playing basketball. Because with he and she and it and I, we use was. But for you, we, and they, we would use were. But we're always going to add verb ing in the past progressive. So in the yes sentences, we could say something like, he was playing basketball. Now, if it's a no sentence, we just take was and were and turn it into negatives. So was becomes wasn't and were becomes weren't. And we're still adding ing to the verb. So if it's a no sentence, it would look like something like this. He wasn't playing basketball. And if it's a question, we're going to begin the question with was or were, and then we'll have the subject and then verb ing. So it would look something like this. Was he playing basketball? Now, it's important to remember that with was, that's for pronouns like I, he, she, or it. Just think of it as the one we will use with one person. But for were, that's for the pronouns you, we, they. So if it's many people we're talking about, or many things, we would use were. And with the verb ing, don't forget the rules about adding ing. Now, most verbs would just get ing, like read, but some verbs are CVC, the WIM, that's a consonant, vowel, consonant ending. So we have to double that last letter, so swim becomes swimming. And if the verb ends in an E, like dance or write, we have to get rid of that E and then add ing. So don't forget these rules when you're using the past progressive tense. Now let's look at the past progressive on a timeline. So here is our timeline. This would be now, like I am talking to you now. Then we have the future, like I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Or the past, like I talked to you yesterday. Now the past progressive happens in the past. Now think of an event that started and ended in the past, and think about the duration or when that event was happening. So let's pretend Donald was playing basketball, and his basketball game started at 3 o'clock and it ended at 5 o'clock. So what was Donald doing at, say, 5 o'clock? This is when we would use the past progressive tense. So at 5 o'clock, he was playing basketball. Now, if we're talking about the whole event, we could say he played basketball yesterday. But if we're asking about a specific time, like 5 o'clock yesterday, we would use the past progressive. He was playing basketball. Now let's play a little game. What were they doing at 5 p.m. yesterday? I'll show you a picture and you have to use the past progressive tense to tell me what they were doing. Take a look at this first picture. What were they doing? Say the whole sentence out loud. Did you say they were dancing? If you did, good job. Say it after me. They were dancing. So with they, we're going to use the were, and we need ing on the verb. Let's try another one. What was he doing? Say the whole sentence. Did you say he was doing a puzzle? Good job. Say it after me. He was doing a puzzle. So because it's only one person, we're going to use was, but we still need ing on the verb. Here's a new one. What were they doing? Say your answer out loud. Did you say they were riding bikes? Say it after me. They were riding bikes. Okay, try this one. What was she doing? Say the whole sentence. And the answer was, she was playing table tennis. Say it again after me. She was playing table tennis. Here's another one. What were they doing? Say the whole answer and use the past progressive. They were doing yoga. Say it after me. They were doing yoga. Good job. Now let's play a good detective. I'm going to give you some clues and you have to guess what Donald was doing at that time. So you're going to use the past progressive tense. So take a look. Here's the first clue, and read along with me. Donald had a round sandwich in his hands. There was meat, lettuce, and tomatoes on it. What was he doing? Say your answer out loud. Did you say he was eating a hamburger? Say it after me. He was eating a hamburger. Here's another one. Donald was sitting down. He had 2 sticks in his hands. He was making a lot of noise. What was he doing? Do you have an answer? He was playing the drums. Say it after me. He was playing the drums. Here's another one. Donald was in the front seat of a machine with 4 wheels. It was moving fast. What was he doing? He was driving a car. Say it after me. He was driving a car. Here's another one. Donald was in a boat. He was holding a long stick with a line on it. He was being very quiet. What was he doing? He was fishing. Say it after me. He was fishing. Here's another one. Are you a good detective? Donald was in a big room. The room was very dark. He had a box of popcorn. What was he doing? He was watching a movie. Say it after me. He was watching a movie. Good job. You are a good detective. Now let's chat for a minute. I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to give me an answer using the past progressive tense. What were you doing at 5 p.m. last night? You can use one of the answers on the screen or your own answer. Just say your answer out loud. What were you doing at 5 p.m. last night? Okay, here's another one. What were you doing at 7 p.m. last night? Can you give me an answer now, please? What were you doing at 7 p.m. last night? Okay, let's try another one. What were you doing at 9 p.m. last night? Say a full answer. Okay, thank you. Here's another one. What were you doing at 11 p.m. last night? Thanks for sharing. Now let's play yes or no. I'm going to ask you a question and you have to look at the screen and tell me whether you would say yes or no. Here's question 1. Take a look at the screen carefully. Was Donald cooking dinner at 5 o'clock last night? Look at the little chart I have at the bottom on the screen and tell me yes he was or no he wasn't. Was Donald cooking dinner at 5 p.m. last night? No, he wasn't. Here's another question. Was Donald playing video games at 7 o'clock last night? The answer is yes, he was. Was Donald watching TV at 9 o'clock last night? Look carefully. No, he wasn't. How about this question? Was Donald reading a book at 9 o'clock last night? Yes, he was. Was Donald sleeping at 11 o'clock last night? Say your answer out loud. Yes, he was. Now let's chat again. I'm going to ask you a question and you have to tell me an honest answer with yes, I was or no, I wasn't. Were you watching TV at 5 o'clock last night? Now answer about yourself and be honest. Yes, I was or no, I wasn't. Were you watching TV at 5 o'clock last night? Okay, I have another question for you. Were you playing video games at 7 o'clock last night? Okay, here's another one. Were you reading at 9 o'clock last night? And here's one more. Were you sleeping at 11 o'clock last night? Thanks for sharing. And now it's quiz time. I'm going to show you a sentence and you have to choose A or B for which one will finish that sentence correctly. Here's the first one. Take a look carefully. Would you choose A or B to finish this past progressive sentence? The correct answer is was, because Donald would be the same as he, so we would use the past tense be verb was. Donald was walking to school at 7:15 a.m. Take a look at this one. Choose A or B. The correct answer is B. The boys were eating lunch at 12 o'clock. So boys, that would be more than one person, so we're going to use were. Take a look at this one. It's a negative sentence, but choose A or B. Only one is right. The correct answer is B. The girls weren't listening to the teacher. Try this one. Would you use A or B to finish this past progressive sentence? The correct answer is B. We need the ing on the verb, so the teacher wasn't singing Baby Shark. Baby shark doo doo. Oh wait, I wasn't singing. Sorry. How about this one? Take a look. Remember what we have to do to the verb in past progressive? The answer is B. We need the ing. The children were playing at the park. Here's one. Take a look. Would you use A or B to finish this sentence? We're talking about two animals, so the answer has to be B. The dog and cat were fighting at 11 o'clock last night. How about this one? Read carefully because there are two missing parts. We have the question and the answer. Would you use A or B to finish this question and answer? Look carefully. The correct answer is B. Were you sleeping? Yes, I was. How about this one? Again, you have to look for both blanks. Which one of these, A or B, will finish both blanks correctly? This time the answer is A. Was she eating? No, she wasn't. How about this one? Which time expression should we use? A or B? The correct answer is B. My dad was washing the dishes at 8 o'clock last night. If it was right now, then it would be my dad is washing the dishes right now. But it's past progressive, was washing, so it has to be in the past at 8 o'clock last night. And I think this is the last one. What do you think, A or B? The correct answer is A. I was watching TV at 11:30 last night. Maybe you should have been in bed. Okay, good job. Thanks for playing along. And that's it for this grammar review video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.